Responding to Moscow, Seoul's top office has defended earlier remarks by President Yoon in an interview where he mentioned extending aid for Ukraine, saying those were hypothetical and Seoul's stance depends on Moscow's future actions. Our Oh Soo-young has the latest.
It's an obvious answer to a purely hypothetical question. South Korea's top office says the country's policy of sending aid to Ukraine depends on Russia's actions and the scale of impact on citizens, with the war now having raged on for over 13 months. This comes after the Kremlin on Thursday warned any arms delivery to Ukraine is a hostile act and could endanger bilateral relations with Moscow in an angry response to President Yoon Suk Yeol's interview that hinted South Korea may broaden its support to Kyiv upon serious large-scale war atrocities. A senior official at Yoon's office addressed Moscow's reaction, telling reporters that the president had made a principled common-sense remark based on a hypothetical scenario. Thus, to flip the question, he said, Seoul's assistance to Ukraine would rest on Moscow's future actions, stressing the government has not changed its policy of sending only humanitarian and financial aid to Ukraine. The official highlighted how Yoon has said Seoul will take appropriate measures whilst considering relations with Moscow and the scale of harm caused to civilians. Still, given South Korea's history of receiving international support after the 1950-53 Korean War, the official said the country is committed to endorsing the freedom of the Ukrainian people and helping rebuild their nation. Russian officials had also warned weapons aid to Ukraine could affect the Kremlin's position on the Korean Peninsula's security environment, with the former president suggesting Moscow sends advanced weapons to North Korea. Regarding Moscow and Beijing's reaction to Yoon's interview, where he also said Seoul opposes a forceful change to the status quo in the Taiwan Strait, Yoon's officials said South Korea and China will actively expand talks and cooperation based on mutual respect and reciprocity, if they keep to global norms and respect the rules of the international community, despite having different political systems. Russia cannot be an exception to such rules, the official added.
Yoon's office says South Korea has been providing more active support to Kyiv compared to last year and consulting with the United States, although the question of expanding aid is currently not on the table for the summit between Presidents Yoon and Biden in DC next week. Oh Soo-young, Arirang News.